Hi, Daniel. Can I ask you something?
Of course, Emma. What's up?
I've always had trouble starting conversations with people.
Really? You seem friendly to me.
I am friendly, but when I meet someone new, I never know what to say first.
That's actually very common. Many people feel that way
Sometimes I want to talk to someone, but I just stand there and say nothing.
because you're overthinking the first sentence.
Exactly. I keep thinking, what if I say something awkward?
Most people worry about that. But the truth is, starting a conversation is usually much simpler than people think.
Then how should I start?
The easiest way is to begin with something simple and natural.
Like what?
A greeting. Just say hi or how's your day going?
That sounds too simple.
Simple works best. People respond better to natural conversation than to perfect conversation.
But what if they just answer good and then it gets awkward?
Then ask a follow-up question.
For example?
If they say, I'm good, you can ask, how has your week been? Or have you been busy lately?
Oh, so I should keep the conversation moving.
Exactly. A conversation grows through follow-up questions.
I think my problem is that I ask questions that are too short.
That can happen.
Like, are you busy? And they just say yes.
Right. Closed questions often stop the conversation.
So I should ask open questions,
Exactly. Ask questions that encourage longer answers.
such as,
Instead of, did you like the event? Ask, what did you think of the event?
that definitely gives more room to answer.
Exactly.
What if I'm talking to someone I don't know at all?
Then use your environment.
My environment?
Yes, talk about what's around you.
Like what?
The event, the weather, the place, the food, anything relevant to the moment.
That makes sense. So if I'm at a cafe?
You could say, have you tried the coffee here before?
That sounds natural.
Exactly. Context makes conversation easier.
What if I'm afraid they don't want to talk?
Then pay attention to their body language.
What should I look for?
If they smile, make eye contact, and respond fully, they're interested.
And if they seem distracted?
Then keep it short and don't force it.
I think I also struggle with keeping conversations going.
That's another common issue.
Sometimes I start okay, but then I run out of things to say.
Then use the listen and build method.
What's that?
Listen carefully to what they say, then build your next question from their answer.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. If they say, I went hiking this weekend, you can ask, oh, nice. Where did you go?
That feels much more natural than changing topics randomly.
Exactly.
So good conversation is more about listening than talking.
Absolutely. Great conversationalists are great listeners.
That's interesting. I thought good talkers just know how to speak well.
No, they know how to make others feel heard.
I like that.
People enjoy talking to someone who shows genuine interest.
So curiosity is important.
Very important.
What topics are good for starting conversations?
Easy. Positive topics work best.
Such as,
Hobbies, weekend plans, travel, food, movies, work, or current activities.
and what should I avoid?
Very personal, negative, or controversial topics at first.
Like politics or money.
Exactly.
What if the conversation becomes awkward?
That's normal. Awkward moments happen to everyone.
Even confident people?
Of course, the difference is they don't panic when it happens.
I usually panic inside.
Most people do it first. But awkward moments are not as serious as you think.
So I shouldn't fear silence too much.
Exactly. A short pause is normal.
That makes me feel better. Do you think confidence matters when starting conversations?
Yes, but confidence comes from practice.
So I shouldn't wait until I feel confident.
No, start first. Confidence comes later.
That's good advice.
The more conversations you start, the easier it becomes.
So it's like a skill.
Exactly. Social skills improve with repetition.
I think I understand now.
Good. Starting a conversation doesn't require perfect words.
It just requires being natural and curious.
Exactly.
Thank you, Daniel. I actually feel more confident now.
I'm glad to hear that.
I'm going to practice starting more conversations this week.
That's the best way to improve.
even if it feels awkward sometimes?
Especially then. That's how growth happens.
Thanks again, Daniel.
Anytime, Emma.
See you next time.
See you, Emma.